The game you love above them all. Football news, predictions, we have it all. You can watch or listen, that's your call. Just join us on Beyond the Ball.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Beyond the Ball. Is it? We're not fully back, though, I don't feel, because we've not got our full complement of segments.
No, but I had to come back. As you can see, I lost my hair in this international break.
He's pulled his hair out, ladies and gentlemen. He supports Manchester United. He's pulled his hair out.
Oh my God. It was so bad. It feels like about 4 years now since I've watched a game of football.
I know. It actually does, even though you were at the Ireland match, it still feels like.
And this goes out Wednesday morning, so I really enjoyed the United match last night.
Did you, yeah?
Yeah.
You enjoyed losing 2-1?
No, I enjoyed
and the last minute goal?
3-1 because Chris Wood was out with a hip injury.
Right, Paddy, we're going to be looking at unpopular opinions. We're going to be looking at blind ranking footballers. And we've got some score predictions for the weekend. Probably be a short enough one this week. Maybe it won't be we tend to just waffle on. So we're going to jump into the first segment of the show, which is going to be the unpopular opinions. It feels weird going straight into
this. This is weird. Unpopular opinions. First thing.
Yeah.
Well, I need a drink.
Right. You're not going to do a little gay cheers again, are you? I would like to apologize. Right, Paddy, first one up. The biscuit gate continues. We need answers. Saturday Cereal need answers.
All right, okay.
Saturday Cereal podcast. We want an explanation on the biscuits being dipped in cream.
Okay, so we were talking about the Saturday Cereal podcast, who have the War of the Biscuits, or Battle of the Biscuits, King of the Biscuits.
Biscuits. It is a war.
I never really had a sweet tooth growing up, so I said that I dipped biscuits in fresh cream, whipped cream, and only today, actually, would you believe, had the mother-in-law and obviously my wife, dipped them in cream. I had them over for dinner on Sunday, so we had a bit of whipped cream left over. And today, a digestive biscuit broken in half, and I mean, so ratios wise, it'd be about 5-1 cream to biscuit.
It's gotta be.
And unreal, I tell you. But digestive biscuit, bit of fresh whipped cream. Now a decent one, Avonmore or something like that. For our international friends, Avonmore is probably from the best cows in Ireland.
Yeah,
really whipped. You know what I mean? They put the cow on the treadmill before they start making the cream. It's good stuff.
But wait, hold on. You're telling me it's just the Avonmore whipped cream, so it's not the actual loaded with sugar whipped cream in it.
No.
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hate that whipped cream shit out of a tin.
Oh my God. And they have a Bailey's one. Bailey's one.
See, that's too sweet.
And do you know what, right? I don't use it on it, but every now and again I go to the kitchen or to the fridge, I open it up and I just go just spray it in my mouth. It's probably going fat.
Yeah. Years ago, when you're getting adventurous and all, probably get the whipped cream out and I'll be like a big baby. I don't like that whipped cream. We're not using that. No,
we're getting on too sugar.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat sugar. Doesn't matter what else you're eating, it's the sugar that you don't like. Right, so is there anything else to this story?
No.
Or are you just a weirdo?
I wasn't deprived as a child or anything like that. It's just I like digestive biscuits in whipped cream. I actually like putting anything in whipped cream, like fresh whipped cream, not out of a tin, non-sweetened, anything else.
Sorry, did you just say you like putting fresh cream into whipped cream?
I do that as well, yeah. I do that. Yeah.
I love cream. And how do you feel about man cream?
I don't like man cream.
Oh.
Too sweet. Now, if he's been eating a lot of fresh cream all day, it might taste a bit better.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, well, we hope that answers your question to...
Try it. Don't knock it until you've tried it. Okay, seriously, it's like a finger. Don't knock it until you've tried it. Up the nose.
Yeah, up your nose. Yeah. I'm gonna try that. I might do a video on Instagram, me just slapping away. Right, we'll go on to the next one. Paddy, this is you.
Malaysia's Football World 2.0. Football influencers have the ball IQ of a cheese toasty. This might be directed at me.
Shit. He's calling us out. We've been fucking imposters. Look, here we are, imposters.
I'd fucking dip a cheese toasty in a bit of fresh cream as well. I would.
You
chip a cheese toasty.
You chip it?
I chip it.
I thought it was mayonnaise that was on it. Right, so football influencers have the ball IQ of a cheese toasty. I suppose I'm hoping he's not getting at us and he's calling us two idiots, but I'm thinking he's more like looking at the likes of the lads that are on, say, TikTok and stuff, who would be like individual people, like from like the United stand or something like that, where they're kind of one team only. And I do agree in a sense that I think like the likes of Mark Goldbridge and stuff like that. Actually, to be fair to Mark Goldbridge, he does actually watch other football matches, so I'm going to take him out of it.
Yeah, he's very annoying.
He is very annoying, yeah, he is very annoying. But he is still quite entertaining. Although he is annoying, like I could see why people watch him.
He have a good one-liners every now and
then. Yeah, he does, yeah. But like if we're looking at like just even the lads that I know, the likes of Jonathan Morley, the Liverpool fan, Paddy Murphy, he'd be a Liverpool fan. Like all of them are like specific to Liverpool, but only really comment on Liverpool, and they're very biased towards Liverpool.
Look, I think what he's saying is, look, it's the actual, like, and I even go to Sky Sports with this, because now you're looking at, and these are all professional footballers, but they don't actually talk about their knowledge of the game. That, like, it's nearly now that they just want a bite-sized piece of drama so they can go viral. That's all they want. That's what everyone's going for now. It's just a viral clip so they can get big. There's nobody that wants to really analyze the game. Like if you look at, I remember a couple of years ago, the likes of Mauricio Pochettino and Jose Mourinho were on Sky Sports, and they were sitting there and they analysed the game, and some of their insights just blew you away. And sometimes even Jamie Carragher on Monday Night Football, and Gary Neville, in fairness, the odd time when they really go into the analysis part of it, do a good job. But yeah, the influencers, and I'm guilty of it myself sometimes.
Yeah, we do it sometimes.
Massive supporters. And we love the game of football. So I agree that the IQ, like football IQ, is probably lower because we never weren't professional footballers, but still serve a purpose in terms of
opinion,
finding entertainment.
Yeah, and entertainment, and that is what we do this for. We don't do this to give people knowledge. Like we do this for entertainment. We like to get together. We have a beer. We have a bit of crack. Talk about football. We take the piss out of each other. If United lose, if Chelsea lose, you take piss out of me. And I think that's what can get confusing, is that there is a fine line between them actually looking really stupid and just trying to be entertaining. And there is certain things that people are saying just for that clip, and you can spot them a mile away. Like you can hear some of the things that like maybe like the likes of Carragher and Gary Neville say, and within 5 minutes it's clipped and it's put up onto the Sky Sports Instagram page or something like that, because they know that's what's going to create attraction. That's what's going to get clicks. That's where they get their ad money. That's how they generate their money. So there is a fine line.
Pundit of the year only 2 weeks ago. Actually, he's one of the most extreme ones now.
And he doesn't give any knowledge. He gives nothing. All he does is say, "Well, work harder. But that's your job." Like that's all you get from him, is that type of stuff. Like,
that's very good.
Thanks. I'm not going to do it again, so I'll butcher it. But like that's the type of stuff that you get from him. You don't get like proper analysis of game and like defensive positions and stuff like that. He rarely does it. And if he is doing it, he's probably being fucking told, "Look here, look, you've got."
No, but he could do it.
He could do it. 100%. No, he could do it, but that's not what he's there for. Like, I feel like that's not what he's there for. Although it should be what he's there for, it's not what he's there for. Like, and they bring in some of the kind of the likes of Daniel Sturridge and stuff comes into it. He's not coming in for his ball knowledge. Like come on,
sang a rap song, didn't he? One of the times.
So he came in and he's singing to Roy and all, and he's like, "What do you think of that, Roy?" And I was like, "Yeah, fantastic." Just look at me on you.
Great, though, isn't it? Great entertainment.
Yeah, it is. Again, it's just pure entertainment. So look, do we agree or disagree with this one?
I agree, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think there needs to be a bit of balance.
Yeah.
A bit of good analysis and then the influencer stuff.
Yeah, I agree with what he's trying to get at, because I understand what he's saying in terms of there being a fine line between entertainment and looking stupid. I understand it, so I can see why he says that. So look, I'll agree with him. Malay's football world, like I said, you always bring us in a nice tasty one, so we appreciate that.
Cheers, Toasty.
Cheers, Toasty. That's what I was going to say. You jumped in and you kind of took that job. Thanks for doing that.
We haven't been on in a few weeks. Tell you about that.
Right, next one up, Andy Ware, Plymouth Argyle will stay up. Andy, I think you're probably wrong, to be honest with you. Plymouth are sitting last in the championship. Again, not claiming to be an expert on Plymouth Argyle, but
I don't even know what Plymouth Argyle is.
what is it? It's a crocodile.
Oh,
okay. Plymouth crocodile.
Is it spelled correctly?
I don't fucking know. No, they're sitting in 24th at the moment, and they're 6 points off 21st. So they can catch the two teams in front, but it still means that they're in the relegation zone. So Luton and Derby are ahead of them, but that still means that if they catch them, they're still there. They have to catch that team ahead, which is 6 points ahead of them, and there's only 7 games, I believe, left. So I would say they're going down.
Okay, I'm going to be like the cheese toasty right now.
Oh,
and
chip on it.
And I'm just like really poor football IQ and step away from this one. Because I know
Homer simply me and into the background, into the bushes.
Yeah. That would be an economical matter.
Right. I said this to the lads the last time you said this, all right? You're saying economical matter.
Yeah.
Ecumenical matter.
Is that what he says in the program? Oh, is it?
And I didn't pull it up on it last time. And I said it to the lads, right? I said, lads, I should have pulled Paddy up. He said economical matter. And I didn't pull it up.
Is it not?
No, I'm pretty sure it's not.
I'll have to check that.
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty
sure.
The
word you said, what does that mean?
No idea.
Well, then it's not that. It's an economical matter.
I don't think.
Oh my God! Next week we'll get.
I will have the answer next week. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's an ecumenical matter.
What is it even?
I don't even know. What the hell is even that?
It's not that.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure
it is.
If there's one thing I'm good at, like me ball knowledge is shit, but me fucking TV program knowledge.
You just made up a word.
I may have.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, you're up.
Luke MCFC 96. Boom, Man City. The England golden generation was overrated compared to France, Brazil, and Portugal in the early 2000s. Definitely France and Brazil. Look, all you have to look at is what the teams won.
Yeah.
England have won nothing in 70 years or something.
Yeah.
And the other teams have all won something. So, yeah, they were definitely overrated. I was watching the overlap last week, and Gary Neville came up with a formation for that team that sounded tasty. But it was never obviously played. They always played the 4-4-2, but it would be more of like a 3-5-2.
He made a 3-5.
Yeah, so we got Scholes, Lampard, and Gerrard all playing together.
Oh, and that centre, did he have?
And then the two wing backs coming up.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So he had Scholes a little bit deeper, and then Gerrard and Lampard just sitting ahead of them, was it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. But look, so yeah.
But they did try a 4-3-3. I'm pretty sure back in the day with them.
Glenn Hoddle did.
Yeah.
But that's what they're saying. Glenn Hoddle would have played it, but then when he was gotten rid of it, just went back to 4.
It just never worked, didn't it? Like
no. But look, I think a lot of the players from that time say as well, they all hate each other.
Yeah,
because the rivalries were much worse between the clubs back then, whereas now they're all mates.
Yeah,
you know,
it's lost. The game's gone, isn't it? The game's gone. You know, you have fucking all these rivals bleeding high-fiving each other in the tunnel. I don't like it. I'm not fan. I'm starting to sound like Roy Keane, like, oh, you don't enjoy football, but like, I don't like it when you have
Parmer's hugging Guardiola. Or
no, that was fine. Yeah, that was all right.
Yeah.
Roll the tape. Me saying, no, that was fine. Yeah. Right, that was good. France and Brazil. Brazil for me, right, when they were in the golden generation there in the early 2000s, that team for me was just like the most entertaining.
Carlos,
fucking brilliant.
Ronaldo,
that was really entertaining to watch, and that's when I feel World Cups and stuff like that were at their peak. Like that was unbelievable. You had France, you had Germany back in the day as well. I would probably replace Portugal with Germany because Germany were phenomenal back in the early 2000s. Germany, France, Brazil, Italy were pretty good as well.
90s they were good.
Yeah, 90s. Yeah, 90, late 90s maybe. But like I don't know about Portugal. Like I mean, Portugal had
Portugal win the European.
When the Euros, that would have been
10, was
it? Yeah, it's not far off that. Yeah. Or did Greece win it in 12 or something like that? What years? I'm trying to think. I mixed the overlap of the years. So what is 26 is the next World Cup, isn't it? Next year. So it'd be in be in between that. Don't fucking know. I can't count back that far.
Look, I think every England team is overrated, aren't they? Really?
Well, they are because they're not winning that.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, this team that they have, that Southgate was actually managing, was pretty good, and they did pretty good. Like, but they still didn't. They still didn't have the bottle. Like, maybe you just call them bottle shops. Maybe that's just the way of describing them.
Or maybe you just need. So I suppose that manager. I think they have the right manager now.
Yeah,
that they do make it to a final.
Yeah,
they could, because look what
Tuchel's
what he done with Chelsea.
Tuchel's an expert in cup competitions as well. Like so,
yeah.
I don't know. Right, we'll move off that one. Nice one for that, Luke. Next one, Big Paddy. Now, I'm just gonna read it. Man United will win the league next season.
People feel it's no,
no, you're dead right. You got me.
Look, everyone said, like, you even listen to all the United podcasts. And
do you remember? Actually, do you remember a few minutes ago we were just saying that there's a fine line between knowledge and stupidity?
I have evidence. It was the same. No, I have fucking something to back me up here. Okay, there's always some logic to my unpopular opinion. Okay. And the last one I said was about Liverpool bottling the league, and then if they drop the 12 points ahead, they dropped 12 points in the last 10 games of last season, which there was a lot of people giving out about.
People didn't
on
like
social media. They didn't like it. They don't like the truth sometimes, because it's a scary thought for Liverpool fans that they drop that and they'll win nothing. But for this, I'm going to look at Notts Forest. They finished 17th last year on 37 points. And look at their turnaround in one season. So why can't United turn around and win the league next year? Liverpool won't be as strong. They won't be as strong.
Yeah, I don't think so.
City are gone. They're just gone. So it's going to be an open playing field.
That's why Chelsea are going to win it. That's why I said it there about a week or two ago.
No, they might actually. And I don't agree. That's an Everfields. Definitely an Everfields. They aren't going to win. No, definitely.
Okay. I think it's crazy. I think you're miles off it. I think there's too much.
Notts Forest. If you had said at the end of last season, Notts Forest is going to finish Champions League spots next season.
Well, see, Notts Forest piled a lot of money into players, and really, and they were signing. To be fair, actually, they probably were signing average players, like Elanga and all, and Morgan Gibbs White and stuff like that. Which are
Chris Wood. Who would have thought he would have been?
I know, I wouldn't have thought he was going to be that good. But no, look, Leicester won the league. Anyone can do it. It kind of does leave.
But look, this won't be a Leicester job. This will be the beginning of a dynasty.
Fuck off, will you? Jesus Christ.
I'm back.
Right, Paddy, we'll move on to the next one, right? And I'd like you to read it. Speaking of April Fools, this is my unpopular opinion.
Okay. Colly. Okay. We pulled off the greatest April Fools prank of all time.
Now,
are you talking about what I think you're talking about?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. Will I roll the footage?
Have you got it?
I have it.
Yes.
Will I roll the footage?
Yeah, do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to roll the footage right here. This is, in my opinion, the greatest April Fool's prank of all time. We fooled. I'll give a bit of context to I would be sure that anybody is listening probably knows the story, but we'll just do it we'll let everybody know for the crack anyway. So when it was coming up to April Fool's, I decided that I would decide, which I said that twice for some reason, but I decided that I was going to try prank the Instagram followers, and I was going to say, we're getting Robbie Keane on. We're going to have Robbie Keane coming on, and we're going to interview him and stuff like that. All of a sudden, I get a text message, I think, from Connor at the time, and he texts me a screenshot of Lawler messaging him going, "What's the story with Colly getting Robbie Keane on this podcast? Is he messing?" I knew from that point there we had him. So I said to him, I said, no, go with it, run with it, tell him, yeah, no, I'm after getting him on. He goes, I did. I've already set him up for it. So I was like, okay, perfect. I was like, right, the wheels in motion now. So this happened the day of the prank we were supposed to do it. So we had to get everything sorted. Chris, who you'll see is Robbie Keane at the time.
These were all former hosts.
Yeah, former host. Yeah. So Chris at the time got a brand new printer. He prints out a Robbie Keane mask to put on. And
I don't remember.
Yeah, look, I think we're gonna play the video. It's about 2 or 3 minutes long. Just sit back and enjoy it because it's absolutely brilliant. By the way, Robbie Keane follows us, shared it on his Instagram story. A lot of laughing faces, commented on our videos and all today. So we've got verified by Robbie that it is funny.
He's our friend.
He's our friend. Yeah, we love him. Yeah. Right. So here we go. The greatest prank of all time. Lads, we're gonna bring in someone who has done absolutely ridiculous things for this country. One of the best strikers, obviously, well, the best striker that we've probably ever produced. Probably that we're ever going to produce. Lads, Robbie Keane is on.
Yeah, how's it going, Robbie? Look, I've been a massive fan of yours. Growing up, watching Irish football. You're a massive influence for me. Played with Crumlin myself. First ever all-weather I played on was because of you, and you were signing for Wolves at the time. But the question I wanted to ask you was, you got your dream move to Liverpool. You played 19 games for Liverpool. 19 games for Liverpool.
Oh, that's deadly.
April Fool's Day.
April Fool's is bastard.
The return of Chris.
Oh my God.
Oh, lads, this has been the longest day of my life trying to do this.
I was actually very interested in what Lala was saying there.
I'm asking Robbie Keane a question here. Look at all them notes. Robbie, you've scored 68 goals for the Republic of Ireland, 168 caps. First game against Czech Republic. Look at all them things. Notes. Send us the link, and I'm sending it. I'm like, Robbie Keane be on it 15 minutes, lads. There you go. Blah, blah, blah. Oh. The fact that Colly was then asking me, because Robbie messaged on Instagram and Claudine had put it on Twitter and all.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't even cover all that.
Colly was then trying to encourage me to write to Robbie as if he was me mate, you know what I mean? How's Claudine and the kids? Ask him to do stuff. I was like, I'm not that type of guy who's going to go and he was like, oh yeah, just I'm glad young Robert loved the Claudine. Oh, great.
Yeah. So Robbie Keane,
I have a text message from Graham saying Robbie just replied to me. What do I say?
Yeah. So Robbie Keane shared it on his Instagram. Claudine shared it on Twitter, and she actually shared it a couple of times. But I just think it was brilliant. But Lala, as you were saying there, like I was trying to get you to fucking text Robbie, and obviously you're not the type of guy that'll fucking go and like text fucking Robbie Keane back. Yeah. So you're obviously saying to the wrong person. You're not the type of guy that does it, but I am.
Hi lads, it's Robbie here. Just want to say well done on getting Graham. I thought it was very, very funny. You absolutely done him a kipper. Graham, remember, revenge is sweet. Congratulations on your podcast, lads, and I look forward to coming on soon. And I'll definitely answer Graham's questions then. All the best. Take care.
There you go.
It was Chris in a mask all along.
That's fine. Yeah. Sorry, if you're wondering what the silence was, there's a little graphic at the end telling everyone our handles and stuff like that. So that, Paddy, in my opinion, is the greatest April Fool's Day prank of all time.
Look, like if you think back to that day, you told me about it, but you said act surprised as well because you didn't want him to be the only one.
I had to. We had to put him in. I had to put you in on it because I wasn't sure how he'd react to it, and I was like, lads, we can't just all know about it, just him. So I was like, Paddy, if we reveal it right and it goes bad, act like you didn't know as well. I was like, you have to we need. But
he was such a big fan, wasn't he?
Oh my God, the
biggest,
he was ringing. So basically, he's in a job. I'm not going to say what job he's in anyway, but he was in the job and he was out with his workmates, and he was after having a few drinks, and settling and everything. Rings me. I remember the whole day. He rings me and he's like, "What's the story?" I was like, "All right." He's like, "What's the story with Robbie Keane coming on later?" I was like, "Yeah, no." I said, "He's lined up, he's coming on, and he's like, "No, you're not messing, are you?" I said, he goes, "Because I'm out having a few drinks with the lads and all." And I was like, "No." I said, "Look," "I'm not putting any pressure on you. So if you want to stay out with the lads, stay out with the lads." I said, "You'll miss an opportunity, but it's up to yourself." I said, I'm not pressuring you into it. There's going to be plenty of us on anyway." So I left it in his hands. It was a gamble. I took a gamble with it. I said, "Look, I'm just going to leave it with you. You decide, right?" So he goes, "All right. No, right. I'm going to leave here and I'm going to go back and I'm going to do a bit more research and all." So he left the pub. He left the pub with points and went back to start doing fucking research on Robbie Keane and all of his goals. And you see the notes he had and all there. That
was the last bit of football IQ we had on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you actually done a bit of research on it. But no, it couldn't have went any better. Couldn't have went any better. Robbie Keane loves it. Every time, like I said, we post it every year. Every year he loves it. His brother tagged him in it in Instagram.
It's fair play to him for sending that message in as well.
Yeah. And look, he did say, and we're gonna hold him to it eventually. We're gonna that's a verbal agreement that
Yeah.
he has agreed to come
Yeah.
onto the podcast eventually.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the only thing is we might have to line up Lawler because the terms and conditions were that he'll answer Lawler's questions.
Ah,
So we
okay.
might have to get him back for it. Like,
That's all right.
but no, he has said that he come on the podcast eventually, and look, we will eventually try push him. He is he's managing a team over in
10 minutes.
Hungary or something. Yeah, we'll
Take.
try to get 10 minutes with him
Yeah.
eventually. Like, but no, we will. Ideally, I'd love it to be this season, but if not, maybe going into next season.
Watch this space.
Yeah, watch this space because we will have him on soon. But Paddy, that was my unpopular opinion. I don't know if it's unpopular because I think loads of people
agree.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely
it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
And you know what the funniest thing is? It doesn't get less funny the more you watch it.
No.
It actually gets more funnier.
Yeah.
Is that right English?
Yeah, no.
It gets more funnier. More funny.
More funny.
More funny. Anyway, it gets funnier when you watch it, the more you watch it. So that's it. That's the end of the unpopular opinions. Paddy, we're doing some blind rankings. If I can't find the graphic because I don't know where it is.
Ranking.
Got it. Yeah, ranking. Yeah, for our Chinese friends. Sorry, that joke I forgot all later. Right, Paddy, do you want me to give you my players first, or do you want to give?
I'll go first. Ladies first.
Okay.
Right. This is Ireland's all-time greatest players.
Oh, okay.
I've got 5 good ones here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So let's go. Damien Duff.
Oh, what a player!
1 being the best, 5 being the worst.
Oh, this is a tough one. I love Duff because obviously he's Chelsea player. I'm gonna put Damien Duff at 3.
3. I love Damien Duff. He was actually helping out 3.
Because I think go on. No.
Robbie Keane. Friend of the pod.
I'm gonna have to go number 1. I'm gonna have to go number 1 for Robbie Keane.
Roy Keane.
Gonna have to slip him in 2 there.
John Aldridge.
Is there many better? Oh, I'm gonna go 5 in the hope that you're gonna say one more person.
Steve Stanton.
Oh, no. Like Steve was actually a pretty good player. I thought you were gonna maybe go Paul McGrath or something like that. So no, but I'm happy with that list. That's not too bad. That's not too bad of a list. Right, Paddy, I've got a list for you. Come on, Ireland. I've got a list for you, and I've got Premier League strikers. Not saying the greatest of all time, not the greatest striker.
Yeah,
of all
maybe
time.
I maybe shouldn't have said greatest.
Maybe shouldn't have said greatest, but whatever.
Right.
So I'm going to give you 5. Now, what I will say is there are 5 very good strikers. You'll know them all. They're all well known and very good. First one we have out, and this is a tricky one, and this person always divides opinions. Dennis Bergkamp.
Was he a striker?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
He wasn't.
I'm calling him a striker.
He wasn't a striker. He was an attacking midfielder, but I'll give you 4.
Ooh. Didier Drogba.
Yeah. All time.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay. 3.
Disrespectful. Haaland.
I was close to 2 with Drogba. If I could change this, I'd put Haaland at 3.
No, you can't change it.
No. That's the whole idea of the game. I know.
Exactly.
Haaland 2.
Henry. It's 1 or 5 left.
I know. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking. I know. 1.
Ruud van Nistelrooy. Yeah, we got him. Yes, we got him.
No.
Yes, excellent.
I was thinking to myself, I'll do it. I bet he has a shit one for the last one.
And you're right.
I want to see that list.
I'll show you the list, and I'll show you in the order as well. Bergkamp, Drogba, Haaland, Henry, Van Nistelrooy. You know, I don't cheat. Right, that was a nice little blind ranking there for everybody. Paddy, we've the last part of our show, which is called the football predictions. I am re-predicting all these matches because there's been a lot of internationals and stuff like that. So I've done it last week. I could give completely different scorelines here.
Well, things have changed.
Things have
Players
changed.
come back from injury.
Yep. And
United are back.
United are back, yeah, apparently. First one up, Paddy, is score predictions. And Arsenal versus Fulham.
When is that game?
That game is tonight.
You mean
Yesterday. Sorry, that's last night.
Yesterday.
We're just reviewing this.
Oh yeah. So
What did you think of that 3-1 win by Arsenal?
I thought it was more like 2-2. No,
I don't know. We could have
no, it wasn't. Arsenal definitely going to win this. Saka is back supposedly, allegedly. So I'm going to say
allegedly.
like,
Like we're going to get sued or something for saying that he's back. All the fancy football players suing us. You said he was back. And I did say back.
You big cheese toasty.
Yeah, sorry, and this is confusing again for everybody because you already know the scoreline of this, but we don't at the moment because this is 6:00 on a Wednesday or on a Tuesday evening that we're recording this. So, Arsenal versus Fulham. I think I'm gonna go 3-1. I think I'm sticking with 3-1, and I'm gonna go with Martinelli to score. And the reason I'm saying that is because I was gonna bring him into my fancy football, and I didn't, and now I feel like he's gonna score because I didn't bring him in.
Hopefully,
yeah. Well, hopefully no. That was it. Yeah, you gave your prediction.
Did I?
I don't know, did you?
I don't think it was it.
Okay, go on then.
We'll go 4-1 and we'll say Saka's going to score.
Okay, right. Wolves versus West Ham.
Why are you doing this game?
I don't know why we're doing this.
Why are we doing this
I don't know why
game?
we're doing this. Just say 0-0.
0-0, yeah. Fuck off.
Forest and Manchester United.
All the W's.
Sorry, I done every game last week. Yeah, sorry.
It was a short
I
week,
gave. Yeah, I was looking for stuff to talk about. It's just not happening.
Forest, Man United. Forest finished 17th last season, turned it around just like United are going to next season. So I'm going to say United are going to win this game. Forest had that game at the weekend when they went extra time penalties. So will Turdness be involved? Could be. United 2-1 and Hoyland to score because he's back scoring now.
Sorry, I know we're not doing any review, so we didn't get a chance to talk about. But the thoughts of Bruno Fernandes potentially leaving Manchester United. Now I heard Amorim came out and said he's told him he's not leaving, but if the player really pushes it,
yeah, but
apparently Real Madrid.
But Real Madrid offered 90 million.
Yeah,
yeah,
would you take it?
Yeah.
Would you let someone go your best player for 90 million?
Yeah, 40 years of age.
Yeah, but like,
yeah, no, I would.
But are you going to see the reinvestment? Are you going to get someone as good? That's always what I think of.
But they'll reinvest. They will reinvest.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
PSR, all that shite. We need to fucking, look. I think it's a bullshit story. I think it's one of these international break tabloid fucking start throwing out shy stories just to get clicks.
Yeah,
I think it's bullshit.
Okay. Forest versus Manchester United. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win for Forest here. And look, I'm not doing it to wind you up. I just think Forest are a phenomenal team this year and use a dog shit. And that's just the way it is.
We'll see.
So I'm gonna say Chris Wood to score. Oh, he's out.
Hip injury.
He's out. Oh no, Elanga. Oh yeah, I did say this. I said Elanga's going to score last week because he's going to get sweet revenge on United.
Revenge for what?
Just for being United player.
Revenge for being like looking after him and all through his career.
Fuck him. You just didn't. You sold them, or you just didn't want them. Next one. It will change. Manchester City versus Leicester. What do you think it is?
Haaland out for the season.
Haaland out for the season.
Up
to 7 weeks, they're saying. So maybe we might see him again. But what's the point? Actually, City are fucking fighting for Champions League.
Yeah.
So we might have to see him again. Anyway, what do you think?
Leicester are fucking dog shit. So I'll say, City are going to win this 2-0 and Foden's going to score.
I'm going to say 3-1 and I'm actually going to go wild. I'm going to go Savinho. I was going to, again, another player I was going to bring in the fancy football. Didn't do it. So I'm just expecting everything to go wrong.
This is fascinating hearing all the players who are going to bring their fancy football.
I know. I was like, I spend hours like putting players in, and then I just got it down and close the app, and I don't save it. I always do it. Like I just literally sit there for hours, just fucking changing players around and see what I could do, and then I just close the app and I don't save it. And I panic. Liverpool versus Everton. What do you think of this one? Merseyside derby.
Draw written all over this.
Oh yeah,
Everton
9 points.
9 unbeaten. Everton.
That's unbelievable.
9 games unbeaten since Moyes came back. Liverpool, Trent, the news of Trent leaving, bit of negativity.
Massive negativity from the fans, especially.
Yeah. Like if he plays now, would they be beyond him while he's on the pitch? Like if it gets to 50 minutes and it's still 0-0.
Like I put up, I think I was talking about it last week, and I'm pretty sure I said one of my unpopular opinion was that Liverpool fans are one of the most disloyal set of fans in the Premier League. Reason I said that was, as soon as like a player comes out and says he's potentially leaving or like he's leaving, they turn on him like fucking like straight away. Like, and I brought it up back in the day. Do you remember Gerrard was saying he was potentially going to Chelsea? I think it was like 2004 or 2006 or something. And someone was born in his jersey, and the Sky presenter basically says to him, "What do you think now about Gerrard?" And he goes, "I think it's a fucking disgrace. He's a disgrace. Like, everything we've done from him, he's a disgrace. I hate him. I hope he rots in hell and all this shit." And then he just goes, "Did you not hear the news?" He's like, "What?" He's like, "He's staying." Oh, I love him. I've always loved him. And it's just like, it was so embarrassing. Like, this is on Sky. This was.
But I have to say, like, look, the extremism is mental. But when Wayne Rooney flirted with going to Chelsea, for me, that stopped him from ever becoming a great in my mind. Even though he's the top scorer.
Now, I did bring this up as well, and I did say, look, I did understand that the Gerrard going to Chelsea just because of rivals and stuff like that. And back in the day, that was a rivalry. And I kind of said it's a similar enough thing to me with Mason Mount going to United, where I kind of just a little bit satisfaction seeing him fail. But the one I didn't get was Trent going to Real Madrid, because it's not like he's going to a rival. He just wants to move on and progress in his career. So that's why I was kind of like, it's a bit much on like to react like that. And like, I literally, Paddy, I'm not joking, right? On the Beyond the Ball Instagram page, I was going through stories, and I'd say probably 8 out of 10 stories that I went through was a post about Trent calling him a wanker. Like, every single person, and I took screenshots of them. I'll show you the screenshots. I have the proof, and it was ridiculous. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like, and I get it. And like, he hasn't been playing his best football in the last season or two. But the way they turn on him, I just think it's horrible. Like,
like, it's extremism. It's their whole life, I suppose, for some of the people, and they're saying, not only is he going, but he's going for free. Doesn't leave the club in the right. I'm not saying they're right in saying it, but yeah, there should be. Why can't they look at it as in, okay, we've had him since he was a kid. How much has he brought to the club?
Yeah, exactly.
Their fourth Premier League title in 30 years, Champions League. So
all he's done for them.
They've done a lot. Like,
All right, score prediction. Did you give me one?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be 1-1, and I think Salah will score first.
Okay, I'm going to say Liverpool are going to get the win. I just feel like
9 games unbeaten now, Everton.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like Liverpool, like,
they have a point to prove now.
They do.
After the week before.
Yeah, they kind of do. Like, I'm going to say 2-1 to Liverpool. Let's say it'll be a tight game, and I'd say Liverpool nick a goal in like the 84th minute or something like that, and then just defend like beavers, as Paul Merson would say. I'm going to say, I'm going to say Salah to score, because it's fucking cheat code at the moment. Last one, Chelsea versus Spurs. Paddy, what do you think in this one? London derby, it's usually always a feisty affair between the two.
Yeah, I think Ange now will probably have a couple of his injured players back since over the international break. Chelsea, very hit and miss.
Lavia is back for Chelsea, I will say that, which is a positive. Reece James
I'm going to go for a draw here. I'm going to say 2-2, but Palmer to score first.
All right, Palmer's a doubt. He is a doubt. Now they did say he was back in training, but he was a doubt. But no, I'd 100% accept the Palmer prediction. I think we're going to beat them 3-1. I'm going to say 3-1. One thing I wanted to touch on, remember I was saying it about Todd Bowley, and we were talking about all kind of the financial stuff of United and stuff, and 7 players. Chelsea have sold their women's team to a parent club that they own, or a sister club. And they've gone from it being like a 90 million loss to like 120 million profit. And this is like something that the Premier League players or Premier League teams voted for to be allowed to sell your assets to like parent clubs or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just think Todd Bowley, I think I don't know what the long-term repercussions of all this is, but as far as I'm saying, he's finding all these unbelievable loopholes, and fair play to him. I think it's just smart business.
No, fair play.
Just don't know what the outcome of it's going to be.
Exactly. Yeah, fair play to them. Like for a lot of years, as I'm sure a lot of supporters looked at Manchester United, they were constantly in profit. They were signing all these amazing players, but the football was shit because there was no kind of football knowledge there. Yeah. So I think Todd Bowley.
He must be an influencer already.
Yeah, he's an amazing businessman. He's the football IQ, but cheers, Toasty.
That's a good one. I'm going to use that one going forward. Right, so I'm going to say 3-1 to Chelsea, and I'm going to say a Pedro Neto goal. Yeah.
Okay.
You happy with that?
Okay. Not happy with it. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Paddy, that is it. That is the end of the podcast. It's great being back. It's great being back in person. Great being back looking at your beautiful face. Hopefully now next week we will have a full complement of segments for everybody. We'll have reviews. We'll have score predictions.
I'll be crying about my fantasy football.
You'll be crying about Manchester United when they lose as well. So,
Paddy, yeah, we have City as well the weekend.
Oh yeah,
we didn't even cover that.
No, fuck it.
United are going to win that as well.
We never covered the weekend games, did we?
2-1 to United.
That's a real shame.
2-0 to United. You heard it first.
Can't even remember who Chelsea are playing.
Xerxes.
Chelsea are playing Xerxes?
Xerxes going to score. Xerxes going to score. Yeah, you're a real fan. You don't even know who they're playing, do you know?
I look at the game ahead. I look at the next game. You know, I don't look too far ahead. I look at the next game. You know, I concentrate on the next game. That's the most important. Right, that's it. Podcast every single week at 7 a.m. Wednesday morning on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts.
You don't have to watch it at 7 a.m. though. You can have it right on and then watch it later on.
Yeah, but it's good to watch it at 7 a.m.
Yeah, when it's fresh.
And also, you can have sex while you listen to our lovely voices. Sorry.
The soothing sounds of ladies and gentlemen.
Right, Paddy, that's it. It's been a pleasure. We will be back again the same time next week. Be sure to check out, if you haven't already, on our TikTok page, the Robbie Keane prank. You've seen it or you've heard it here. If you're driving the car and you've heard it, go and watch it on TikTok. We put it up 7 hours ago, 70,000 views on it. So it's taken off. So it's brilliant. It's good exposure for us. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you for joining us. We'll see everybody the same time next week. Adios. Say bye.
Bye.